Hello champions, welcome back to class. So today's lesson is quite an interesting one and we'll be looking at the topic Nigerian heroes and heroines. Nigerian heroes and heroines. So, who is a hero? Who is a hero? I believe you have heard of the word hero before. So, who is a hero? A hero is a person who does great and important things. A hero is a person who does great and important things. Now on your screen are some superheroes that you are familiar with. Yes, you have your Spider-Man, Batman, and all others. Heroes are brave, courageous, and selfless. Heroes are brave, courageous, and selfless. And you are a hero too. You are a hero too. Heroes are not just the ones you see on your cartoons, but we actually do have live heroes. Some of Nigeria's past heroes and heroines is what we'll be looking at in today's lesson. And the first one is Samuel Ajayi Crowther. Samuel Ajayi Crowther was born in 1807. That was a long time ago. One day, when he was a young boy, he was captured and taken away from his village. He was captured by slave traders to be sold as a slave. In those days, many Yoruba people were captured by slave traders. They were put on slave ships and sent to work on farms in America without getting paid. Slavery was a terrible thing. People were separated from their families and never saw them again. When Samuel Ajayi Crowther was captured, he thought he would never see his village again. He was lucky because his ship was rescued by British soldiers. He was taken to Freetown, a city in Sierra Leone. He learned how to read and write English there. Samuel Ajayi Crowther became a Christian and translated the Bible into Yoruba. The next on our list is Queen Amina of Zaria. Queen Amina of Zaria. A long time ago in the Hausa city of Zaza in northern Nigeria, a baby girl was born. This baby was the daughter of the Queen of Zaza. The baby was named Amina. She was the heir to her mother's throne. This meant that she would one day become the Queen of Zaza. Amina was taught how to become a good ruler. She also trained with the warriors of her mother's army. She learned how to ride horses and fight. When she became the ruler of Zaza, she built walls around the city to protect it from intruders. If you visit the city of Zaria, you will see some of the walls that Queen Amina built. Queen Amina was able to expand her kingdom. During her reign, her kingdom became very rich and large. The third person we'll be looking at is Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti. I'm sure you've heard that name severally. Yes, she was the first woman to drive a car in Nigeria. Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti was a great Nigerian heroine. She was a teacher and a politician. A politician is someone who is involved in governing a country. When Mrs. Kuti was growing up, Nigerian women were not allowed to do a lot of things. They could not vote. A lot of women were not allowed to go to school. Many people thought women should just stay at home and cook. Mrs. Kuti did not agree. She fought for the rights of Nigerian women. She believed that women should be able to take part in all activities. Mrs. Kuti was the first Nigerian woman to drive a car. She formed a club called the Abeokuta Ladies Club. The women of the club did not like their ruler, the Alake of Egbaland, because he was dishonest. They made him give up his power. Mrs. Kuti also fought for Nigeria's independence from the British. Now let's look at King Jaja of Opobo. King Jaja of Opobo. He was born in Igbo land in the 19th century. He became a slave when he was very young. He was taken to Bonny Island, where he learned trading from his masters. Jaja of Opobo became very good at trading. He made so much money that he was able to buy his freedom from his masters. Some people in Bonny wanted to make Jaja their king because he was smart and very good at his job. Other people did not want him to be king. Jaja moved to Opobo Island and became king there. King Jaja ruled Opobo for 18 years. The kingdom of Opobo grew rich under King Jaja's rule. The British soon wanted to take over Opobo. King Jaja refused them. The British tricked King Jaja into going to London, where they put him in prison and sent him to the West Indies. He was finally released, but died on his way back to Nigeria. And so, champions, that brings us to the end of today's lesson. I'm sure you've learned a lot about some of Nigeria's heroes and heroines. Will you be able to say something about Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti? Can you say something about Samuel Ajayi Crowther? Great work. Do not forget to attempt your quiz. Do not forget to attempt your quiz. See you in the next class. Bye-bye.